all you crazy YouTubers, welcome to my channel. This is Sheiky Life and my name is Sky and I am currently 29 weeks pregnant. Currently the baby should be over 15 inches long, which is quite long. It's kind of crazy that that's in my belly right now. And he weighs a little bit over 3 pounds and I've got my cat here wanting some cuddles. So this is the first video I make since coming into my third trimester, and yesterday I actually had my doctor's appointment for my third trimester. So I got a bunch of paperwork here that's related to it, and I want to show you guys what I got, what had happened during that, and I'm also going to talk about my symptoms and show you guys a belly shot here. So first off, during the appointment, we went over a few things. I had to take a mental test because, well, this is the second one I take. The first one I had actually spoken to my doctor because I have been struggling pretty bad mentally. I had found out that on the test that I take, you want a score of 10 or under. If you're 10 or under, you're not likely to have anxiety or depression. If it's over, then there's definitely something we need to do there because I'd be at risk. The first time I did the test, it was at 22. So that's kind of insanely high. 22. Yesterday I redid that test and it was down to 13, so I'm doing much better now. But man, 22 is really high. I was struggling pretty darn bad. So that was one of the first things I did when I went there. I also had to get a blood test done. There's no bruising, but there might be a mark here that I can show you. I had a blood test done and I got my RH shot too, which, not sure if you guys know what the RH shot is, but my blood type is O negative and my partner's blood type is O positive. So that way, for my body not to attack the baby, they recommend you to take the RH shots in case the baby has an opposite blood type than me. So if I'm O negative and my baby's O positive, it might cause a few issues, especially if our blood mixes. But better be safe than sorry. I got the needle. So let's go through these pages here that I got for my appointment. I got a decent amount of them. So one of them is this card that shows that I got the RH shot. He said that if I go to the hospital, I have to bring this in with me. That's because the RH shot is actually a blood product and they need to know like what's up, what I have in me pretty much. I think it also might mess with the blood test in the lab maybe. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but he told me to make sure to bring that in. I got a little pamphlet here that's about skin-to-skin contact, why it's so good and all that other stuff. I will read over it soon. I haven't read it yet, but I do know that skin-to-skin contact is very beneficial and I'm really actually looking forward to the skin-to-skin contact. And then the next pamphlet, here, I don't want to show you the front because it shows my hospital name on it, but it's talking about pain relief. So the different types of pain relief that they offer at my hospital, like the epidural. They also do like a warm bath or shower, relaxation and breathing techniques. They have gas as an option. Currently, since there is the coronavirus, I cannot take the breathing gas. It says the gas is also called the laughing gas. I was personally hoping that I would be able to take that one because I don't want an epidural, but I feel like I might need some sort of pain medication if my labor is very long. If it's for the safety of me and my child, if I need to take the epidural, I will. But I really am trying not to do that. It horrifies me. But it shows you a bunch of different pain medications, pain management positions, questions about like epidurals and such. The next bunch is my birth plan. So I'm just gonna fold this over to show you guys. So this is my birth plan. So I just fill in the blanks and I mark what I want to do for my birth. So it's pretty straightforward and it covers a lot, which I'm grateful for. I thought I had to write it all out on a piece of paper or print it off somewhere and just wing it, but it actually asks you all sorts of questions, like even before delivery, what would I want during delivery, for comfort, pain medications, what I want, what I don't want, kind of thing. It asks me all those questions, which is great. I'm for sure gonna have to fill this out before my next appointment. Also, my appointments are now every 2 weeks apart. I believe typically it's every week apart. But since the virus is going on, they are trying to stretch out the appointments as much as they can. So this blue page here, I can't show you the front because it reveals where I am, but it's about breastfeeding, and a bunch of other moms, if they sign up for this, they could speak to each other about breastfeeding complications, and give each other advice. So I could sign up for this if I wanted to. I personally don't think I will, because I already have a friend that's currently breastfeeding, and she's actually giving me a lot of awesome information about that and tips. So this next one is how to protect your baby from infections in the hospital. Of course, it's a hospital. There's still infections and viruses and everything going on. The nurse said the number one thing on the top of the page is the most important thing, and it's wash your hands before you touch your baby. Washing your hands is really, really important. Nobody's allowed to touch my baby unless they wash their hands. I'm telling you that right now, especially during these times. It's very, very important. The next set of papers, if you guys haven't been pregnant yet, you guys would know that you get a lot of papers. The next set is the maternal/child unit. So it's pretty much what do I have to bring. Pretty much a lot of what I have to bring for me, what I have to bring for the baby, what my support person should bring. Just like pretty much a checklist of what to bring. My hospital doesn't supply you with almost anything. I asked my friend who had recently given birth there, and she double told me that they really don't like supplying you with anything unless they absolutely have to. So my hospital doesn't even supply you with pads. They don't supply you with the mesh underwear that a lot of people are talking about. They don't supply you with pretty much anything. They do, I believe, supply you with some nipple cream, I believe. And if they absolutely have to, like if your stay is longer, they will supply you with diapers for the baby. But they really don't want to supply you with that stuff, and they recommend you to bring your own. They also do not have formula. So if breastfeeding goes wrong, I'm going to have to make sure I pack some formula just in case. I very much want to breastfeed myself. But I will accept if I can't do it, I can't do it. So it also talks to you about your delivery, what's happening during the delivery, and how it's going to go. Like this paragraph right here says about 1 to 2 hours after delivery, you and your baby will be taken to your room. So the first 1 to 2 hours, you'll still be in the operating room, probably, I'm guessing, doing the skin-to-skin contact and pushing out the placenta if things are going well, or if I have to end up getting a C-section, which I'm really hoping I don't. But if I do, they'd be stitching me up and so on. And there is a paragraph about taking care of baby. I really like this pamphlet. It's really, really informational for me. So there's a few other things in here, but I'm sure I don't have to go over all of it with you guys. If you did want me to go more over the things on how I'm preparing, just let me know. I am doing what I'm bringing to the hospital with me video when I do get the stuff. So if you guys want to hear or watch that, I know I love watching those. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified when I do post that. So let's move on to other stuff. So related to the appointment, they also measured my belly. I'm measuring a little bit smaller than what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be measuring about 29 centimeters, and I'm measuring 27. The doctor said that that's completely fine as long as it's within the 2 centimeter gap. But he said he will keep an eye on it in case that gap becomes larger and larger. Then I'd probably be sent to have an ultrasound to check out, make sure everything's all right. Also, I did ask if there's no complication, nothing wrong, I won't be getting an ultrasound in the 3rd trimester. Usually they don't unless there's something wrong with the baby, or if you have if you're diabetic or a few other health complications. If you're completely healthy and having a good pregnancy, then they won't do the ultrasound. I'm kind of happy for that, but kind of bummed out for that because I did want to see the baby like maybe one more time, because I heard that the 3rd trimester ultrasounds you could get some really funky poses in that. But I'd rather be healthy than not healthy and going for an ultrasound. So I did talk about my mental health earlier. I was struggling really hard for a while. I did seek medical help because I couldn't deal with it anymore. I'm doing a lot better now. I did get some counseling, and I'm still pursuing that counseling because I want to be at my best mentally for when this baby's here. I know like I'm probably at a higher chance for like baby blues, which I really hope I don't get, because I want to have that strong connection with my baby. I'm really hoping I could get that strong connection with my baby, but honestly, you never know until the baby's here. I'm sure that I'm going to have that strong connection with my baby because I already feel so connected with him. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the baby is a boy. We've got a name. His name is Jamie. And it's really exciting to be able to put a name to the baby. And like, I don't know, it's just something so exciting for me. So like, instead of being like it or the alien, because like for some reason when it was really early on we were calling him an alien, or like kind of like a parasite, because in a way that's what the baby does, is they take all your nutrients out of your body. So I hope you guys don't get offended by that. I didn't get offended by that, but that's what we were calling him. So it was really exciting to find out the gender. So another symptom I've been getting is, well, actually, I'm getting stretch marks finally. So I'm getting stretch marks near my back side. I'll see if I could insert a photo here. But it's just above my butt, like on the back of my hips kind of thing. I don't have any stretch marks on my belly area yet, which I'm really surprised because I've always been a really small person and I'm fairly big right now. Well, for me, I'm big. Something that a lot of people mentioned, this might sound TMI, but they always say, I can't see my feet. I haven't seen my feet for forever. Guys, I haven't seen my vagina in forever. So like, I can see my feet. I lean forward and I see my feet. So like, that's not a problem. But like, something I didn't really expect is I can't see my female bits. I didn't really put the two and two together before I was pregnant, that I wouldn't be able to see down there, which obviously it makes sense because your belly is literally right there. But like, I never really thought about that, to be honest. About feet though, I am having issues putting on my shoes now. I have been out of breath a lot. I have been trying to exercise, but I do find that it is pretty painful going for my walks. So I have been keeping it minimal, but I'm still going for them because I know walking is healthy. It's just when it's painful, I don't want to do it anymore, but I know my body needs it. It kind of feels almost like if you just ate a huge meal and then you went for a jog and it's all cramping along that one part, but instead of that one part, it's all over the belly. So I have another pregnant friend right now and she has the same thing. So I'm assuming it's a normal thing. There is a baby in there, so of course there'd be added pressure and whatnot, especially when walking distances. I have been getting a lot of back pain, a lot of leg pain recently. My legs have been feeling really restless, actually. It's kind of frustrating when you're trying to relax and your legs are just like, rah! But a lot of leg pain, weight gain. So far, I believe I gained 25 pounds. I'm just barely 150 pounds depending on the time of day. If it's after I eat supper, I'm 150 pounds. If it's before, I'm not. So, but yeah, let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to mention during this video? The only other thing I wanted to mention before the belly shot is I do have a virtual baby shower coming up. I'm really excited for it. I hope it turns out very well. It's actually on May 31st. So I'm really excited about it. So I have a lot of packages piling up around for my baby shower to open it on live stream in front of friends and family. And I just wanted to mention that I am pretty excited about that, and I have a lot of plans for that. And I will also be posting a video on how I set that all up, because it is a lot of work, but it does make it a lot easier that I'm currently not working right now. So let's move on to the belly shots. So I'll just show you guys with my shirt on and without my shirt on. So side, front, and other side. And I'll show you guys with my shirt up. Side, front, another side. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is where my stretch marks are. They're right here. Alright, so I hope you guys all enjoyed my video, and I will hopefully see you guys next time.